We will move on to the next portion, that is a radiation. See, we have studied two types of mode of transfer of heat. What are they? They are conduction and convection. Conduction occurs in solids, whereas convection occurs both in liquids and gases. In the case of conduction and convection, you need a material medium, or you need a medium for the heat to travel. That is, in conduction, heat travels through solids, and in convection, heat travels through liquids and gases. The other method of transfer of heat is a radiation. It requires no medium for its transference. So, we have already learned that Earth has a blanket of air, isn't it? What is Earth is covered with a blanket of air. What is that blanket of air called? It is known as atmosphere. So, beyond this atmosphere, there is no air. There is vacuum. We have studied all these things, isn't it? So, but the heat from the sun, the whole life of the earth is sustained by the heat that we receive from the sun. So how does the heat from the sun reach Earth if there is no medium? It is clear that there is no medium between sun and earth. So how does the heat from the sun reach the earth? That mode of transference of heat is known as radiation. Radiation is the mode of heat transference where there is no material medium required. In the case of radiation, heat travels in the form of electromagnetic waves. That is very important. Heat is transferred in the form of electromagnetic waves in radiation. So the heat from the sun is obtained, or the heat from the sun reaches the earth through the mode of radiation. And the energy that we receive through radiation is known as a radiant energy. So in your textbook it is given, radiation is the mode of transference of heat where there is no need of any material medium. Now, the heat that is obtained on an object is radiated out, or that object gives out light. So when heat falls on an object, a part of that heat is absorbed by the object and a part of it is reflected outside. A person who is sitting near the fire, that is in cold countries, we have seen that there will be a fire kept near the person, and the person receives that fire through this radiation. Or when we keep a cup of hot tea on the table, the tea after some time it becomes cold. How? The heat energy inside the tea is radiated out. So when an object receives heat, it is partially absorbed and it is partially radiated outside. The amount of heat energy absorbed and the amount of heat energy radiated, it depends on certain factors. So what are the factors affecting the amount of heat energy absorbed or amount of heat energy reflected? It depends mainly on the certain factors. That is, one is the texture. That is, when we wear synthetic clothes, we feel hot, isn't it? That is, the heat that we receive is absorbed by that material. So we feel hot. But when we wear cotton clothes, we feel not so much heat. Why? Because cotton clothes do not absorb so much heat. It is radiated outside. Similarly, color of the dress or color of the material. That is, if we are wearing black colored or dark colored clothes, the heat energy absorbed will be more. And when we wear light colored clothes, the heat energy absorbed will be less and the heat energy radiated will be more. So there are certain factors on which the heat energy absorbed or the heat energy radiated depends. Understood? So then, if the surface area of an object is very large, then the amount of heat energy absorbed will be large. And or the amount of heat energy radiated will also be large. And vice versa, when the surface area is small, the amount of heat energy absorbed will be less and the amount of heat energy radiated will also be less.